Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SPTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kenneth. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us this morning. If you are in Liberia, I want to say good morning to you. I want to say happy Flag Day to all of you Liberians, no matter where you are, wherever you find yourself. It's good to be here. We are glad that we are alive and to see another Flag Day for our country. We are proud Liberians, regardless of where you are. We are proud to say happy Flag Day to all of you. Let's play some of our historical moments when it comes to Flag Day. All right, let's do this. Yes.
I'm not getting you, Sekou. I'll see why. It's like you are muted. What's going
Oh,
on?
how are you, boss man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's just that the holiday, the Flag Day, we are yes, we are moving with our normal activities. But I'm doing good, thank God.
Happy Flag Day to you and to everybody in Liberia.
Thank you, and happy Flag Day. I don't know whether
You
you
see,
read it
you see my
yourself.
flag behind me?
I'm saying it
Me pa, I know how to celebrate my own.
because
you see the flag behind me?
And I'm seeing the flag, and the flag is really, really clean, good,
Beautiful, right?
and
Beautiful flag.
beautiful flag. In fact, it indeed represent Liberia. It's not like the other flag that can be hanging up. So thank you.
No, the one the flag is waving. the flag. This is a real Liberian flag.
Yes, indeed. What I'm saying. In fact, I
No
just
doubt.
want to give you more of the appreciation for that. And it's just clean. That's the first thing. You know, second, when I'm seeing the flag,
Yeah, they're not all kind of flag we can put behind us here.
I know. but I want to ask you this question before we go. During your time, during the time when you were much younger, or when you were in high school, during the kind of day, how you used to be like?
Damn. And you know the thing what we can call all right?
Indeed.
To practice that one, when they say that flag they come in,
Mhm,
that
mhm,
people are gonna get on the street. You know, all the
mhm.
streets to parade.
Okay.
I don't know about now, but the practice, who can do it better? Amen. Those were good, good days, man, in the Labyrinth history. I think we'll
Yeah.
get back there. We'll get back to those days because right now
See
people
what I
are,
say?
are hungry. People are worried
Okay.
about different things. We used to compete as to who knows how to give our right,
Mm-hmm.
the right
Especially
way.
yes, especially
You will walk,
the best food.
you take a step, and then that land that is drawn, right? You
Mm-hmm.
make
I
sure
know.
your foot in your hand to do like this.
Mm.
It's on that line. Yeah. Those were real good days, man. Right now, people are hungry, people are suffering, the streets are dirty. I mean, Labra is just different right now.
Indeed.
Hopefully, we'll graduate, we'll move from there, we'll get to a better Liberia one of these days. But right now, Liberia is like we stay now an independent country
Mm.
because it's like people are suffering
Yeah.
and
Mm. And there are a
nobody.
lot of things, and there are a lot of things too that are also missing. You talking because I don't think like for example civics or during those days you guys used to, or in fact you learn civics in school, right?
Of course. Right now there's no education in Liberia anyway. A lot of young people they don't even understand, what is
They don't
civics.
even know that, right?
Yeah, they don't even know what's going on. They don't know their civic duty. They don't even, as a matter of fact, they feel like the government officials own them. They tell them what to do.
Mm.
They use them like a tool, and like nobody actually care about country anymore. Everybody worry about themselves. What's going to be on their eating table tomorrow, and families, like the way the fathers used to work,
Mhm.
coming home, coming with that plastic bag, with something in it for the family. The children don't got to worry about food business. Let me tell you something. Liberia was like a beacon of hope for many
Mm.
countries around Africa. That's why all the things you can hear about Nigeria is rich, Nigeria is the day, Nigeria is like that.
Mhm.
Liberia was a place that Nigerians used to travel to for opportunities,
Wow.
for business, for school,
For school,
for,
yes.
teach, for teaching job, yes,
Hmm.
for job, for a lot of different things. All these stores you can see over there from Vartown, Claratown, all the way to Freeport that you see, Liberia, you see Nigerian you
Mhm.
know, auto parts. They're not new thing. It has been like that. They used to come to work. The same way now the Fulani people are taking over. So what used to happen for the most part,
Mm.
either Monrovia, when you go to Waterside area, mostly used to be Lebanese
Mhm.
people. Most of the major stores used to be Lebanese
Down
people.
Water Star,
Yeah. But then,
down Water Star to Water Street, yes.
yeah, all the BB store them belongs to Lebanese people.
Mhm.
But then the
Okay.
auto parts then were like Nigerian people. But then the shop, the
Mhm.
little shop,
Yes. Those provisional.
yeah, that used to be the Fula people.
Okay.
But and then when they say car,
Mhm. Well, I don't know what's going on, but Seku, if you are like something is happening, but let me take this break. Mhm.
what happened?
Mhm.
Something just happened. We just lost everything.
Yeah, that's the thing. Myself, I never go for a break because I'm not even getting you, or if I will not even get you anymore.
So, you know, Mr. George, Wisner.
Mm-hmm.
He was here earlier, and he's going to be our guest today to continue where we stop, where we ended yesterday or the day before yesterday.
Day for yesterday. Yeah.
And he's ready. But Melbourne, before we bring the guests on, what's going on in Liberia? How is the Flag Day celebration going in Liberia?
Thank you, Sekou. Thank you, and let me say thanks to all of you who always burning your data, especially our viewers there from right here in Liberia and the rest of the world. Some of you are all part of the world following us. Let me say thank you so much. And for those of you who are right here in Liberia and right near the border, also from Nimba County, Maryland, the rest of the other counties, let me say good evening to all of you and happy Flag Day to all of us as people. Yes, so Sekou, today is holiday has been declared by the president to the constitution. So today mark Liberia Flag Day and today, and there are a lot of Liberians out there who are celebrating. Some of them home people in their very homes are celebrating quietly with a little flag. Some of them have the flag hanging to the door. Some of them have small flags. Some of them have the bigger flags and so forth. So yes, today the Flag Day activity today, as you are already showing it, which of course took place in Central Monrovia almost all the time. This type of activities can always be in Central Monrovia. So today the Flag Day, there were a lot of those MCSS schools that were part of the part of the program, that is the entire celebration, including the armed forces of Liberia also. And yet, so we witnessed that. We saw our own Liberians celebrating. And with the news yesterday coming from Neighbor, which of course they were not looking too okay about some confusions um, between Senator Ben Johnson and that of some supporters of CDC in District Number 4, which of course led to the death of one person, but investigation is still ongoing. We are still following that information coming from Nimba County, which of course we know is not good after hearing the death of almost 3 Liberians who lost their life in an accident that took place in Banga, and hearing about another Liberian losing their life again in District Number 4 in Nimba County. I was so sad. So these are news that are coming up, and with the other one coming from your side, not too long, we were hearing about one of your own on our side, or in fact, one of our own Liberian brother who been going through his own trial, and today we're hearing another story. Maybe you're going to give us a little bit, or maybe detail or a little thing about that. These are happening, and these are things that are flooding the social media
Yes.
for now, and the media landscape.
Yes, Melbourne. Thank you so much. And folks listening to us in Liberia, we want to say good afternoon to all of you. And like I said earlier, if you are in Liberia watching and listening to us, we want to say good evening. And if you're in Asia, where it's in the morning, whether you're in Australia, anywhere it's in the morning, we want to say good morning. In the East Coast, it is good afternoon. And also West Coast, west coast of the United States. Speaking of Arizona, Nevada, California, Oregon, anywhere where you find yourself in the West Coast, we want to say good morning. Precisely is 11:16 a.m. here in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, to be precise. I want to say thank you to all of you for following, and I want to encourage you to share the show. So we've been following the development when it comes to Stella Witherspoon and others who were accused and indicted of involving some criminal activities, precisely a wire fraud. Wire fraud means that moving money around illegally. That's what they call wire fraud. To move money from one place to another to acquire money and then transferring money, surreptitiously, clandestine way illegally anyway, are carrying money illegally and moving money around. Um, the other way, the other one, moving huge sum of money from one place to another, they call that one money laundering. But this one, wire fraud, is like people are carrying money one way or the other, but they try to use different methods to transfer money from one account to the other account, from one, different, using different methods. But I want to encourage all of you to share the show. So today we have learned that, initially Stephen Witherspoon had um, pled not guilty. Not to, our guest is here anyway, by the way, so I'm not going to go too deep with this one. I don't want to waste no time with any other thing. We want to make sure we get the best of our guest today. But let me just briefly explain to the Liberian people what happened. So Stephen Witherspoon had earlier pleaded not guilty. So now people advise, lawyers and other people advising that if you plead guilty, that will be good for you. So you can have mercy of the judge. People can sorry for you because it happened. Because before the federal government can come after you that you're involved, you are accused of X, Y, and Z, they can get a fact. And once they get a fact, you can't escape from it. All they will do, they will make sure they prosecute you and punish you. And this punishment is for 20 years. But if you plead guilty and they're sorry for you, and you get some people writing on your behalf that you're a good man, maybe they don't want a mistake, people say good thing about you, the judge and the prosecution, they could have mercy on you. At the end of the day, instead of 20 years, the judge will have the right to sentence you for any amount of years. It could be reduced, it could be more, depending on the gravity of the matter and depending on the mercy of the judge. So what we witnessed today, we were informed that Staton, both him and the other guy who from Haiti, they all pleaded guilty and they asked for mercy. So they supposed to sentence them today to go to jail for 20 years or less or more. But their lawyers, they pleaded to the judge to give them some time. So the time that has been given them that they were going to be, the sentencing day is on the 2nd of November. On the 2nd of November that they will be sentenced. So if you love Stanton, you can pray for him. Keep him on your prayer. If you have the opportunity also to write to his lawyer, wherein the lawyer can present that on the day of sentencing. The good thing, we have done that in America here for a lot of different people. We don't even know. Some people come to us, oh, they were involved in some problem, but they are Liberians. They will come to the Liberian community, they will come to the Liberian organization, they will come to different, for example, there was a guy that was involved in some problem, big problem in California when I was president of FEMUSA. So this person, he's from, I think from Guinea. He came from Guinea. But then they told him that they are Mandingo organization in Arizona. That time I wasn't living in Arizona. I used to live different Minnesota. But then the people said, there are Arizona people, they call them. When you call them, let the association there write something before your court day. Let the people write something because they were going to deport the guy. Actually, he was from Liberia. I remember now. He was from Liberia, but the guy had no reason of being here and he committed a crime. But the guy said if he's deported to Liberia, he's going to be killed. That Liberia was not safe. So they needed Liberians to confirm that the country was not safe at the time for him. So due to our intervention, this person was not deported. And the time he's supposed to spend in jail, supposed to be up to 6-7 years. But because we intervened, they gave him 2 years. After the 2 years, they free him. And he was not deported. So this guy here, Stanton Witherspoon, we don't know how the fate going to be like. However, he has a chance. he has a chance. Maybe if the judge will have mercy, they can reduce his sentence. If the judge, let's say, for example, those who are victimized by his action, if their own, presentation is more than the mercy, more than a good thing for him, the judge could even put him more than 20 years. But anyway, we'll talk about that more later on today or tomorrow. Since the guest is here, we will jump into the conversation right away. That guest is even eating campaign move with a campaign t-shirt and everything.
Yeah, I like that.
Mr. George, how are you, sir?
Fine. I deliberately came with my T-shirt
I can
to
see
know that
Charlie, I can see
to let you
Mr.
know that we are
Cummings.
prepared to fix the country.
I can see Mr. Cummings and Charlie on that t-shirt.
Yes.
So yes, Mr. Wisner, welcome back to SKTV. We will continue from where we stopped the last time. But once again, we may have some new people here. Please take a minute to introduce yourself to our people so we can begin the conversation.
Okay. I don't know how to start introducing myself. Again, I work for the CPP campaign team. Recently asked to oversee Montserrat County as the campaign manager for Montserrat County. So, Sekou, unless you want, I say you want, yeah, unless you want, unless you want my entire resume.
No, just a little bit. Brief resume.
So that's why I just said I'm the campaign manager for Montserrat and deputy campaign manager on the campaign team, the national campaign team.
Okay. That's okay. If that's what you want to do today, that's fine. That's fine.
I want to talk about no qualification, no to do the people. I introduce myself plenty. So
the last time when you came on the show, somebody called me after the show. Where I've been from? Where? I said, I don't know anything about that man. All I know is the manager.
Okay, for the sake of them,
you see, the people want to know who you are.
They want to know more about me because
just a little bit.
I'm doing today. From my academic background, I have a graduate degree from the Australian National University, specializing in economic development policy. I have another graduate degree from the same Australian National University, specializing in public sector governance. Before then, I was enrolled in a graduate school at the Ibrahim Bamangida School of International Studies, doing international relations and diplomacy. And then undergraduate, I have a degree in sociology and demography. As far as work is concerned, public sector service, I have under the first Salif administration, 2008, enter her government 2008 to 2000 and the end of 2011, as assistant foreign minister for African and Asian affairs. And then I left government for almost 3 years, re-entered government in 2014, this time as executive director of the National Investment Commission. Before then, I found myself mainly in civil society. I worked briefly with the United Nations Development Program as a consultant, mainly on youth development issues. Prior to that, civil society, Federation of Liberian Youth, Youth for Christ International. Currently, I am an adjunct lecturer at the university, the AME University. I teach in a master's program. I teach international development. I teach 3 courses in international development: international finance and development. I teach international trade and development. and I also teach international development planning. So that's me.
Wow. Anyway, I I I I was about to say it's okay now.
Well, you asked for it, you said that to a short.
You have a loaded resume, my brother. But um, it's good to know. Sometimes a lot of people come and see people not knowing a lot about you, but they will say anything to you. And given your background, I think you deserve um, our commendation, like any other Liberian. So the last time we were speaking about Mr. Cummings' plan for Liberia and Liberians who are still undecided,
Mhm.
how are you going to make the case to them to believe that Mr. Cummings is the man that is needed right now? Because from all indication, Liberians believe Liberia's problem right now, our major problem, or one of the major problems, is the economic.
Mhm.
Now, Mr. Cummings being an economist, people are like, you know what, Mr. Cummings say he can do X, Y, and Z, but the how is the concern. And why can you tell the Liberian people how Mr. Cummings is going to fix the economy and it will benefit them? That you're not going to be like Joe Weir who say you're not going to be spectator in your own economy, and then be then later on, people are not
Mhm.
only spectator, but they are not even in the
They're not even there. They're not even
They
starting
are not
there.
even there to participate, even to be a spectator. In fact, they don't even have that luxury. So, how Mr. Cummings is going to fix the economy for it to benefit every Liberian, not some Liberian?
Thank you very much, Siku. And this is very important for our listening audience, especially for undecided Liberians who may be attempting to cast their vote for Mr. Cummings or whatever, but they are unsure how their lives going to change or what difference is going to make that other people have not made in the past or now. Firstly, let me say to you, Siku, we start first by asking ourselves where the country is at. What is on the ballot? There is just one question on the ballot that Liberians need to answer, all of the candidates need to answer. And that question on the ballot is which of the candidates have both the capacity, the energy, as well as the competence to take the economy from where it is, the mess that Mr. Weir and his group has placed the economy, change the suffering of the Liberian people around. Thousands of young people leaving the university every year, who's able to expand the economy in such that it is able to absorb the labor force, to give Mamusu, who sells bitter ball and potato green to send her child to school, the predictability that she is able to generate the income necessary to give her daughter or her son a hope for tomorrow. So, in short, what I'm saying, Sekou, is the number one problem of Liberia is a bread and butter problem. We can't escape that. Liberia does not have a political problem at the moment. It is secondary. The first problem we have is an economic one. It is about survival. Times are hard. People suffering. This country is suffering. Many young people are turning to drugs because of the limited options they have. The job market, they cannot access job, no vocational trade center to give them employable skills. So they turn to drugs. Our young girls are turning to prostitution and other things. Families are breaking apart because fathers cannot afford to feed the family. Even fathers are ashamed to come home because he can no longer come with a plastic bag, the children running to him. This is the problem that we are faced with. This is the issue on the ballot. Nobody should deceive anybody. It is not about how long somebody has stayed in government. It is not about how handsome or tall someone is. It is about who can solve the suffering by Liberian people. Now, having said that, if the economy is at second stage and center stage, then you ask of the players now in the race, and there are three major actors. Other candidates, no disrespect to them, but the three front runners in our elections now will be Alexander Cummings, Joseph Boyka, and George Weah. They are the three front runners. So you want to ask yourself, of these three front runners, which of them have the capacity, which of them have the capacity, the energy, the network, as well as the competence to turn the economy around? And this is where Alex Cummings comes up. It's not that Boyka is not educated, he is. It's not that Weah is not educated. To some extent, he is. But everybody has their own area. Alex Cummings is the man for this time because we are dealing as a country with this huge situation that has been brought about because of the incompetence of the Weah government. Now, having said that, if the economy is the centerpiece of this election, it's about who is able to help ease the suffering of the Liberian people. And we say Alex Cummings is the right guy. Now, the question is, what does Alex Cummings hope to do to turn the economy around that other people before him has not done, or even the current government has not done? The answer is Alex Cummings, in his vision about Liberia, has mentioned four major areas that needs to be tackled. One, he looks at the economy in all, the macroeconomy, that is jobs and the economy. He looks at infrastructure, he looks at agriculture, and he looks at education. Now, let me break them apart one by one. Now, when it comes to the economy, which for him is number one, Alice Cummings has said, for us to be able to expand the economy and to solve some of the problems, we must first of all, and that's the how I'm coming to now, we must first of all be able to have a short term intervention, policy intervention in the short term that will bring immediate relief to the suffering people and will create some opportunities maybe in the first 3 to 6 months while we try to fix the bigger picture to sustain the economy in the medium to long term. Then he also said to do that, the economy cannot rest on the government as the one who's supposed to provide a job. No, the government only supposed to provide the enabling environment. It is the private sector that is going to drive growth. That's Alex Cummings' vision, the vision to expand the private sector. And man, I don't need to tell the Liberian people, if you ask anyone who knows the private sector well, of all of the actors on the stage, no disrespect to them, it's Alex Cummings. He has been in the corporate world. He knows the investors. He understands I will use one big word, I will define it. He understands the nuances of the investment climate. That is, he understands what is needed. And I gave one analogy. If Bill Gates or other people were intending to invest their millions in Liberia, and you put Joseph Boyka, Alice Cummings, and George Weah, who you think he will have more confidence in? It will be Alice Cummings because that's his area. That's what he's been dealing with. He's been at Coca-Cola. He ascended to the highest office, dealing with billions of dollars, dealing with investors sitting down with them all over the world. So he understands that. That's why he said, my economic platform policy will be driven by the private sector. But that is a big word. How is he going to do it? Alex Cummings is saying, in the short term, we must do certain things. Number one, we must ensure that Liberian businesses are not only sustained, but they have the capacity to expand. And let me break it down for man Joa Osade. What Cummings is saying, government can provide all the job. Government will not be able to send all the children to school. It has to be the Liberian people that say who doing business. When they're doing their business, they will be able to generate some money, one, to take care of the family, but more than that, they will be able to create, because if they do their business, they need other people to hire to help them to do the business. So they will do all. So he said the private sector, now I've explained it, the private sector, Liberians will have to take ownership. But all Liberians, all presidential candidates have been saying that. So what makes Ellis Cummings different? It is because of how he sees the problem. He said in the short term, what is stopping Liberian businesses from expanding is one, difficulty accessing finance. So Sekou, this guy say, under my administration, I will not only support the private sector, but in addition to supporting the private sector, I will make women the centerpiece of my private sector growth and development. And I said that last week. So I'm not going to say much about that.
So
Yeah.
what is the private? What is the meaning of a private sector for Mamiri who living in Bople? I don't know the meaning of private sector. What does that mean?
So what did Mr. Cummings say is that the market women, the people who go there to sell, and not only the market women,
What happened to LEC? What happened to Joey LEC?
all the other people there who doing the business. Ellis Cummings say, I know one of the reasons why giving you hard time is because for you to even get money to make your business big, that hard thing. Some of you are turning to very saving Luna, Susu Club, but that one can make the business big. Okay. When you go to the bank won't give you money. The bank first will say, you know how to make business plan. Even when you made a business plan, the bank say, you get collateral, you get something to back it up. Even when you get something to back it up, when you go for the money, the interest rate, the bank can say the money that you put on top of it to pay back is so high. And it's coming to say all that one causing Liberian businesses not to grow. And because of that, only the Lebanese people and other people can enjoy it. So he said, what I will do when I come to office, the first 100 days, government will take $20 million. We will put it in the bank. We say this money in the bank for Liberian businesses, for the market woman, for the pimping ball who now want to go and ride taxi, for the wheeler market person who want to put a wheeler market in own shop. You'll be able to go to the bank, then the bank will not charge you plenty of money, because right now the bank charging 13% to just borrow on a dollar. Is 13% on a dollar, plus a bank service charge of 2%, so 15% on a dollar. So for every $1 you borrow from the bank, you are paying 15 cents of that $1, so like only 85 cents. And even at that, the bank gave you only 30 days for you to start paying back. So Mr. Cummings saying that 30 days, if you look at it, you want to go and order goods from China. By the time you take the money from the bank, the interest rate so high, you say, I'm going to send for one container of Dogaflare to come and sell. It takes you about 6 weeks minimum for that container to arrive. That's 1.5 months. But meantime, the bank is saying, start paying by my loan in 30 days, in 1 month. So even before the business comes for you to start doing the business, you start paying back. So for that reason, you can't even pay the loan back, your business can grow. Ellis Cummings say, I will solve that problem. That's what he means when he say he will put money in the bank. Then on top of it, he say, we will work with the private sector to teach you now how to be able to do your business plan. Now let's come to the young people. Ellis Cummings is saying every year, thousands of young people leave the university, they cannot find job. They turn into all sorts of things. He said to solve this problem in the short term, we will establish the National Youth Service Corps. What a National Youth Service Corps does is that it teaches young people, give them valuable employment skills. It also teaches them good citizenship. It teaches them volunteerism. But at the same time, while they are at it gives them stipend. So he said we'll bring youth service corps so that people leaving the university will have 1 year to do service while the state pay you. Then he said we will reintroduce the cadet program. The cadet program. We will do that. So all they want that what he will do for them on that side. Segu, I will do it. You ask question, I will go. So
Yeah,
that
yeah, because I really wanted you to expound, on that area, and you did.
Yeah.
So another question I want to ask you is that, a few days ago we listened to President Weah in talking about Bombing County
Mm-hmm.
when he went to campaign for himself and for Maurice Sitoma.
Mm-hmm.
The Liberians seemed very uncomfortable and not happy with him and the president's hand who he's trying to put up there. But then the president said, I don't care. I don't care about you people. I don't care about your no. I don't care about your feeling. In fact, I'm not talking to you people. I'm talking to true citizens and true Weirsham. That is alienating the people of Bombing County. The president of the country is saying, I don't care about your feeling. If I don't know whether you people paying attention, what hope can the CPP, can Alexander Gomes give to those people that the president is alienating, telling them, I don't care about you? And they are watching right now and listening to you. What hope can you give them if the president can let them down like that?
We can tell the people of Bomi that if Weah doesn't care for you, Alice Cummings cares for you and he's going to make your life better. And let me just say something. If someone tells you who they are, believe them.
Yep.
And that's what happened with Weah. Weah has the audacity, his government, to go to Bomi or people that his government have exploited just recently. They could not even get the social development benefit from concessionaire returns to them. And you saw Edwin Snow and all of them in that conspiracy to defraud the people of Bomi. The people are aggrieved. The people do not even have in their hospitals fitting medication for them. Their educational facilities are down. He goes to these people that are aggrieved, that are hurting. And the people try to express their frustration. He tells them, I don't care. I tell you the truth, Weah is saying the truth. He doesn't care for them, just as he doesn't care for the rest of the Liberian people. When the economy is down, what does Weah do? He goes to his studio to go and make music and dance booga dance. That's just what he cares about. That's just what he cares about. His government is swimming in corruption. That's what he cares about. Good time. But Alex Cummings is going to change that. And he cares for the people of Bomi. And let me tell you what he's going to do for the people of Bomi. What are their concerns? One, Bomi has two major advantages. Firstly, most of the population of Bomi, majority of the population, is in the agro sector. Either they are doing small scales of subsistence farming, or they are attached to some of these big concession companies, the palm concession. Alice Cummings, through his agriculture policy, is saying that we are going to grow your agriculture to the extent that you see the soil as a means of wealth. And governments of the past have promised the people of Bomi around those large concessions that they were going to have this program where the large concessions, the outgrower scheme, Alice Cummings is saying, I am going to implement the outgrower scheme so that small farmers, smallholder farmers, will have opportunity to have market for the product and they can generate wealth from that. That's part of his agriculture program. He's also going to have extension policy for them. Where doesn't care for them. He doesn't understand this. Alex Cummings understands this. And so you people of Bomi County believe Alex. We believe Wea. When Wea goes to you, you try to air your frustration and he tells you, I don't care what you say. He's right. He doesn't care. That's why you should vote him out October 10th and vote in the one who cares, because Alice Cummings is going to make sure your children benefit from your social development fund, because the minerals are exploited from your county. The gold, the palm oil, the palm trees are planted in your county. You have to benefit. In the past, when the mine was operating in Bomi County and it closed down, we used to have a joke, we call it Bomi holes. This time it will not be Bomi holes. The people of Bomi, under an Alexander Cummings government, will get the just benefits, Sekou. Am I still on?
I don't know, like getting me.
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
All right, so am I getting me now, or Mr.
Yeah,
Wisner?
I'm getting you. I'm getting you.
Okay, that's good. And so with the campaign activities, we're going almost about 20 days into the campaign activities, and quite recently there was some listing also that you're also part of. And if I was a zeal, everything like.
My man, the momentum, the zeal is high. What I want the public to know is that we own our strategy, right? The CPP. And we are going according to plan. We're going according to our strategy, and we are winning. We are seeing it everywhere we go. We are not moved by these big rallies and everything. The time will come for it. For us, the Liberian people are our clients. They are the ones that we have to take our message to. So we are doing just that. We are meeting them in the highway, the byways, the corners, the communities, the houses. We are going after them. And so to tell you the truth, Melbourne, to your question, whether we see momentum or not, there is momentum. There is momentum with the CPP. And that momentum is everywhere. I told you last week, our pathway to victory is very clear and simple. I told you we're going to win Muscle County. We're going to win Basso County. We're going to win Maryland County this time around. I told you about a year ago, we were not even mentioned in the conversation of Bond County. Whenever you were talking Bond politics, you were either talking CDC and UP. We have now turned Bond County into a battleground. This is what our strategy is about. Now you cannot talk about the politics of Bond County without mentioning Alexander Cummings. And we are going to expand in Bond County. We are going to win Cape Mar County. I can tell you that. We are going to win Cape Mar County. There are some other counties that we are going to compete and do it well. But I can tell you, my brother, don't let nobody fool you. The momentum is with us. We own our strategy. And I can tell you, we are going according to our strategy. We are going according to plan. Let other people be fooled. We are going according to plan. And if elections were held today, remember, if election was held today, we will be in the second round. Mm-hmm. I can tell you that.
I like that. In fact, I like the zeal, in fact, the momentum and so forth. And In fact, you people were seeing in district number 14, they're doing your door-to-door, house-to-house. What type of strategy is that?
Oh yeah, you talking about yesterday outing. Oh yeah, we confused them, man. I told you, you know, one thing the Liberian people will have to know about Alice Cummings. This guy is so methodological. The guy is systematic. He's a strategist, right? He does not go with the popular wind. He knows exactly what he wants. He sets a target, he sets the objective, and then we plan to meet that objective. So what you saw in District 14 yesterday was part of that objective. We went in there to do three things. You saw, first of all, the entire place turned upside down. They said District 14 was George Weah's stronghold. That's why everybody said, oh, Weah grew up in Gibraltar. That was a stronghold. Alice Cummings went there yesterday to defy that notion. And you saw how the people overwhelmingly accepted him. We went into the mosques. You saw the Islamic leaders welcoming him. You saw he went to the church. They welcomed him. He went to private homes. They welcomed him. He went to every community in District 14 yesterday, and we ended up with the rally. That's how we do. We own our own strategy. We are taking our case to the people.
So I'm sorry. I was going to ask you, because I saw a lot of
taking our case to the Liberian people who are suffering and so forth. And thank you. I really love that. In fact, I saw that also.
Can you hear me?
Today. But with the campaign timetable, I don't know how you're going to go about with everything, because you are the chair for Maserado campaign, chair right in Maserado. So tell us a little bit about the entire plan for Maserado. People going into the other countries.
You want to take my plan for Maserado? I can only say part. I will not give free tutorial to my rivals. I will not give them free strategy. What I would tell my rivals.
Mr. Wisner, can you hear me though?
I can hear you.
Okay, look, Mabel is not hearing. Mabel is not hearing me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was speaking. He was not.
Now I'm seeing you now, Segu. I'm not really getting you first, but I'm not hearing you, Segu.
Okay, I know you are not hearing me. I noticed that. It's okay. Just answer the question there. I will
yeah. So Milburn, the answer to your question is. The strategy for Maserado is just clear and simple. Go to the Liberian people and talk to them. As I said to you guys a few days ago, the history of Maserado has never favored any incumbent. That's just a historical fact. No sitting government has ever won Maserado County. Whether it was the Tobo government in 1978, when Amos Sawyer was running for mayor, whether it was the dictator Doe in 1985, even though he rigged the election, still Ellen Johnson Sirleaf won the senatorial seat in Maserado County. Even under the government that I work in, under Madame Sirleaf, the CDC won Maserado County. It is because Maserado is the center of gravity. They see the lapses in government. They are yearning for change. Now, you have a government like we are government that has, for lack of a better word, poo-poo on itself, mess everything up. And the people suffering. You think the people are going to reward them? No, they are not. But we know we are competing with other opposition for Maserado. But we think we have a better case because Mr. Cummings represents what the Liberian people want, the change of the economy. They want jobs. They want to put food on the table. We're going to win Maserado County. We're going to win Maserado County. And to make it even to spice it up, Mr. Cummings has asked George Wisner to help Maserado County fire in a hole. I can tell you that.
Wow. Yeah, Segu. I don't know what Segu is getting.
It's the internet. I don't know what's going on. It looks like somebody don't hack us today.
Yeah,
Seriously.
maybe somebody trying to interfere. Your God, Wisner is on the line.
Yeah, because you're on the line and you are making a case, people are actually trying to hack us. That's why I've been off and on, trying to stop what's going on. But it looks like people are very skillful. Hopefully they're not going to be able to kick us out completely. But I think we only have a few minutes to go to the news bulletin. We'll have that 15-minute break. But before we go there, we still have 3 minutes to go. So I was gonna conclude
No, I've concluded.
you concluded, okay. So I was gonna ask you. I saw Mr. Cummings walking around in different districts for the past few days. But then I can see the excitement in the people and the face palm they give to each other. Why are some of the concern? Why are some of the things that people can be telling him? Because every time the people can be happy with him, but can be hear people talking to him. What are some of the things you be hearing, following him?
One of the excitement people got, besides his economic message, what I hear people say most of the time, like when he went yesterday, the older women were saying, "We hope when you win, try to help us with suffering. We're dying under this government." They are so concerned about the future of their children. I'm not lying to you, Sekou. That's the first thing I hear when people. Then people talking about the too much stealing in government. That he here to help stop the stealing in government. I hear people saying to him, "Can't help us so that we have good medicine in the hospital, the health system." When he leaves Montserrat County, I hear people talking about the road situation, the infrastructure. And on the second part of your show, I will move from the economy to talk about his other pillars: agriculture, infrastructure, and education. But I hear people talking all of these things. And in this man, they see someone who has the network. One of the things that I say to people, Sekou, and take it from me, what sets Cummings apart, I say again, besides this, is the fact that where this country is right now, we have a leadership problem. We have a leadership problem. And to qualify it, we have a managerial leadership problem.
Yeah.
That means the lack of that capacity to be able to manage and utilize technical, human, and financial resources to fix the country's problem. The lack of vision, integrity, that is our problem. Our problem is not experience in government. No. If it was experience in government, if you look at we are, his vice president has stayed forever in government. In fact, almost everybody in government. But you still have this perennial problem. The problem has been about leadership. And this is what Alice Cummings brings to the table. This is what he brings to the table. And we'll expand on it. You said we have 3 minutes on your first section. We'll expand on it more. And this is what sets him apart.
So probably I'm not sure whether the state going to have a news bulletin, but if they do, then we'll take the 15-minute break. If they don't, maybe are we going for the news bulletin? Okay. So
Yes,
Mr.
indeed. So we gotta go to a break.
Let's come back when it's 7:15 your time.
Very well. I'm fired up today.
Yeah, take a break and you have another 45 minutes to go. So you have enough time.
Okay, all right. Take it.
Take a break, get some drink and some stuff.
Some 2 years ago, a newspaper was birthed, charged to collect balanced, credible, and accurate news and information. A tax tested and proven to be a world-class example of news presentation where truth are told. We lead by example and others follow. RCR News, the real source of accurate news. Bulletin is up next.
Blessing, good evening. Welcome controversial news at 7. My name is Henson Decker presenting Airlines. The chairman of the National Chiefs and Elders Council of Liberia, Zankawa, condemns electoral violence in the country. Liberia media for Democratic Initiative to begin bids for vice presidential candidates in Sorado County. Movement for Economic Empowerment turned aside the unfounded of two members of the Greats for we in a tragic motor accident along the Morovia-bound highway. And foreign news police in Zimbabwe have arrested 41 election monitors for allegedly trying to disrupt the voting process. Those were the lines. Now the news in detail. The chairman of the National Chiefs and Elders Council, Chief Zankawa, has condemned electoral violence in the country. Chief Zankawa said violence during electioneering period is not the way to take on state power. Such individuals participating in the general elections should be issue-based rather than violence. The chairman of the council also frowned at individuals politicking as relates to the death of 3 individuals believed to be partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change who met their untimely death as a result of a tragic motor accident on the Bond Highway. Speaking to reporters, Wednesday, Chief Zankawa said his team recently embarked on a nationwide tour in suspending traditional practices to enhance candidates competing without intimidation. Chief Kawat is therefore admonishing political stakeholders to uphold the Fountain River Declaration signed in April this year for a free, fair, and transparent elections. Kawat Chief Kawat support to the re-election bid of President George Weah. The Liberia Media for Democratic Initiatives is expected to begin debates for vice presidential candidate in Montserrat County. Making the disclosure Thursday, and News John Coffey said the debate, which is expected to be organized at the conference school system, that's the confidence school system in Fender, will be graced by all vice presidential candidates in the general elections. The boss is therefore acknowledging vice presidential candidates from various political parties and independent candidates to make use of the opportunity to provide, provided by the LMDRM partners in explaining appointed 2 of white medical practitioners to provide free medications. The businessman turned politician noted that his quest is to see the people of the district living healthy despite of the many challenges the country is faced with. Patrick has therefore called on the residents of Mansoura County, District 3 to take advantage of the free medical opportunity. Residents of District 7 in Bond County have reacted to accusations against one of the district's representative candidates of insulting citizens and as well as causing problems in the area. Providing clarity to RCN News, Samson Bernard, woman Kuita Lapa, and businesswoman Philomena Pace stated that for the family has no record of insulting people in the district has been insinuated. According to them, family has been a benevolent young leader, evidence of his development and humanitarian gesture in the area. They recorded that from the childhood days of the family to present, the lives of the young people of Bond County have been impacted positively. White Philomena does something Benda Kota and Philomena P are calling on those in such habit of disease, noting that such things has the propensity to create chaos in the district and Bond County at large. Crest Embassy Liberia has begun the distribution of free copies of Rhapsody of Realities through a program named Star Reach Out Liberia. Speaking to RCN News Thursday at a press conference, the country pastor affirmed said Reach Out Liberia is an initiative of the ministry in every nation that is used to distribute Rhapsody of Realities. According to Pastor Mason, the material is great in a sense that it has blessed many lives in the world. Pastor Mason termed the initiative as means of spreading the word of God and bringing about transformation in the lives of Christians around the world. He expressed joy and honor to be dispenser of light, adding that the distribution process will continue after September, which will enable many Liberians receive copies of across the country. Margibi County District 1 representative candidate Faith Tour has on health, education, and women empowerment as her primary concern if elected in the ensuing October election. Speaking to schools of citizens in the district upon her arrival, Madam Tour said it is frustrating to see 50% of young people out of school because their parents cannot afford to pay the fees in a country that is believed to be the oldest independent nation in Africa. She furthered that District 1 Margibi County lacks good health care, something which is pregnant women and older people are finding it hard to get access to adequate health care. Residents of Zina Hill community in Painesville are expected to benefit from the pavement of roads in the area. The road construction will be carried out by independent candidate, representative candidate, and district of County Arthur Guturu in partnership with the Ministry of Public Works. Speaking Thursday to reporters after the groundbreaking ceremony, some residents of the community described Zina Hill community road construction as a dream come true, especially for women and children. According to the residents, Zina Hill is a major route that connects the main GSA road to EW road, and when completed would serve as a great relief for them. For his representative candidate Arthur Guturu said authorities of the Ministry of Public Works have agreed to begin the road construction this September after months of negotiation from his office. Arthur Guturu is the president of the Dump Truck Union, disclosing that his office has also begun transporting truckloads of sand, rock, and cement to jumpstart the project due to its urgency. In the way from Liberia, police in Zimbabwe have arrested 41 election monitors for allegedly trying to disrupt the voting process. Those being held from civil society groups were allegedly coordinating the release of results from Wednesday's general election. Police say they are being charged with breaking electoral law. Their lawyers say civil society groups have tried to do their own vote count to compare results with the official tally in light of disputes over past election results. The 41 are being accused of attempting to announce results before the state elections, who by law are the only ones who can declare a winner. Previously, the state elections board chairperson, Priscilla Chigumba, had urged her own parallel tabulation processes to encourage transparency and scrutiny. Officers carrying out a series of raids and arrests in the capital Harare, including at a hotel and offices of the Zimbabwe Election Support Network and the Election Resource Center, where the 41 worked. Initially, lawyers said they had received disturbing distress calls from clients, adding that they did not know where the police had taken them, but they were later granted access to their clients. Now to end this bulletin of news, a recap of the headlines. The chairman of the National Chiefs and Electoral Council of Liberia, Sankawa, condemns electoral violence in the country. Liberia Media for Democratic Initiative to begin debates for the vice presidential candidate in Mansurado County. Movement for Economic Empowerment terms are citing the untimely deaths of two members of the guests for we are in a traffic motor accident along the Morocco Highway and away from Liberia. Police in Zimbabwe have arrested 41 election monitors for allegedly trying to disrupt the voting process. That's RCL News Bulletin 7. My name is Henson Decker. Good evening.
Making the time 30 minutes past 7 o'clock. The very next time yet on the station will be at 8 o'clock on tonight, by which time we'll bring you 45 minutes of news coming from our newsroom, from 96.1 and 45. Today is Thursday, which of course is not just a normal Thursday, but on holiday on today's Flag Day. So, folks, we are here on the SK TV radio on Triple FM 96.1 back after the news bulletin. So let me say thanks to all of you who've been waiting patiently to make sure that we all monitor the news, and after the news, back. Sekou, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we are still having.
What's happening? Well,
can you hear me?
Observing some break-in due to the internet.
Can you hear me
I
now?
don't know what's going on for the internet. So if you guys are getting me, then we can start.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm getting you.
I think you need to.
I'm hearing you, but I'm not seeing you.
I'm going to take you off it so you can come back. Right now, it's not really good. It's not good at all. I'll take you off so you can come back.
Indeed. So, all right.
Yeah. So they're going to come back because I don't want, you've been on the show talking and then people not hearing you.
No worries. We can go ahead. No problem.
I think they are having some internet problem there in Liberia. The internet thing is not stable there yet. So, as we were talking, there was another video that was sent to me. I saw it. I was a little bit shocked. Another. Hold on. When they had the other program the other day, Joia, when you say I don't care, and all of that thing, people thought that was just it. But then now, we have found out that there was another event, there was another scenario that really went bad. So while we await the radio to come back on, I want to play that so you can see it. That was so embarrassing.
Okay.
Yeah, that was so embarrassing. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that so that people can see it. Wow. I don't know what's going on with Joia and people. Every snow self get tired, get angry, and then can't talk to the people for people to you know, when people to be quiet, they stay, don't want to give you a chance. And you know, when he try to use people like a kid, he say, kakaleka, kakaleka. People say, no.
Yeah, but the thing about it, Sekou,
Kakaleka, kakaleka. Oh, you say kakaleka for the people that will stay.
Sekou, the thing about it, you cannot use rhetorics to pacify hunger. You cannot
Yeah.
rhetoricize hunger. You cannot rhetoricize suffering. The people are
Just,
suffering.
just,
You think they
just,
happy or just we are?
just watch and listen. Let me put this.
Hello, the people of Bobby. Hello, the people of Sanjay. Mr. President, Vice President, and our guests, Mr. Sloom, member of the caucus, and other people.
So what's happening here, folks? I want you to know exactly what's happening before I continue to play. That is Maurice Setoma speaking, giving the platform to speak. Edison is there, the president is there, but the people say no, they don't want to listen to him. So the president is trying to force Setoma on the people of Bomi County. This is a different location now. The first one, when we just say, I don't care about your no, I don't care, you can take your no. That one is different. This is a different location. And listen to what happened. Setoma is giving the platform to speak. He said, Mr. President, platform guests, and blah, blah, blah. But people say, no. They're not giving him chance at all. So listen to A, even the 4 minutes. I want you guys to listen to A because it's kind of like really, really embarrassing.
Hello, the people of Bobby. Hello, the people of Sanjay. Mr. President, Vice President, and platform guests, Mr. Sloom, member of the caucus, and other people. I know the Baba is pluralized. It's plural. So we talk. Hello? This is not a Bomi County alone. Hello? This is not a Bomi County alone. We have the president here, right?
Okay.
Everybody will be able to speak. And I'm calling on you to listen to our senator who has been told by the president to give us a word. Bomi County, hello?
No. Let's give up.
Hello? Okay, hello. Okay. This is a political rally, and that's what I said. I know some of you here have your own interests, but you are supporting the president, right? So we have to respect our elders. We have to respect everybody. At this time, we call us in September to give the vote of thanks to all of you.
No. Hey, man.
Hello?
Yeah. This is embarrassing. Good, give up. Okay, folks, I don't want to say that we the game for yourself. Mr. Wisner, let's put politics aside. This is very, very embarrassing.
It's
And
not only
when
embarrassing.
these things happen, it's a sound. It's not a good sound for a president. It's a sound of humiliation. It's a sound of embarrassment. The people are telling you we are tired. They are telling you you cannot force your way on us. It means for a president to be sitting, for people to be booing and woeing and not listening at all, to the extent where Eddie Snow is now becoming like a babysitter now, singing kakalika for the babies so they can listen. People say no, we don't care. I will say no. Kakalika say no. The president is here. You respect the president, respect elders. Say no. This is not a bombing country that no. That means bombing has changed. That's why when people give you their all, when people respect you, when people tell you they support you, you got to respect them back. You got to support them. You got to do what they elected you for. If you fail to do so, you want to force your way on them, this is exactly what you get. So are you guys going to take advantage of this, Mr. Wisner? For you guys to, because I know Mr. Cummings, I don't know whether you were there, you guys were in bombing recently. You guys need to go back. The people are hopeless right now. Are you guys in a position to go back to restore the hope of the people of bombing county?
Sekou.
Yeah.
First, the answer is yes. We have never left Bomi County. Mr. Cummings have visited Bomi twice in the last 1 month, twice or 3 times in the last 1 month. The last time he was in Bomi was about 3 weeks ago. So Bomi remains a priority. But let me get to the clip you're talking about. Look, what you are seeing in Bomi is symptomatic of what is happening all over the country. It's a symptom.
Okay.
It's just that the people of Bomi openly air their frustration, and the president will see more humiliation. Not even Edwin Snow, because Edwin Snow is part of the problem in Bomi County. Edwin Snow made a true confession. If you watch the tape, he says, "This is not the Bomi I know." And to be frank with you, he's damn right. This is not the Bomi he knew. Because the Bomi yesterday that Snow went and won, the Bomi yesterday that George Weah went and won, it's not the same Bomi. The people say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You cannot fool the people, all of the time. This is what is happening to George Weah. The people entrusted Weah. They saw him as one of them, someone from the ghetto who would have understood their plight. They entrusted him with power when they had people in the race, but far more competent.
Yeah.
But the people say, let's give it to him. He been behind this thing since 2005. And how did he reward the people? The first 3 months, we have started to tear down his house and build new condominiums. Started to steal from the people. Not paying attention to the people. To the extent that even foreign nations had to put sanctions on his government because the corruption was so much out of the roof. This is what you get when you abuse the people, when you insult the people, when you give them the finger after they have given you power, after they have entrusted their lives to you. Where is reaping that? The Latin people say, and I like Latin, they say something. They say, Nimo da quod no habit. You know what it means? You cannot give that which you do not have. How can Edwin Snow or George Weah say he's going to endorse a candidate to be a good candidate for the people when he himself is not has never been a good president, has never been a good person? You cannot give that which you have. So the people are right to boo him. Look at what they have done to the people of Gumi in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
The Social Development Fund.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
in,
his gang of people.
in our whole
Most of the
Western
people.
Concord,
And the
yeah.
president has the audacity to go back. Then he will move from there. He will want to go to Cape Mount. He will move from there. He will want to go to the southeast. When the people don't even have a fitting road to go there, he will move
Yeah.
from there and come to Monserrado County, where he has abused the young people. You have almost 200,000 youth now on drugs, walking zombies because
200,000?
of no job.
That's a lot.
We are on. I think, to be frank with you, Sekou, I think Weah knows that he has failed the Liberian people. There are other people around him who's trying to force this. And they think by looting for the Liberian people more, our resources, and engaging in the kind of extravagance that we see in this election, putting billboards all over the place, dishing out money here and there, they think that is going to resolve the hurt that the people have for the last 5 years. The abuse of the confidence of the Liberian people. You think you can count in these elections, in the last 6 months of election, and bringing money out, bribing people here and there to put them in trucks, in buses, and you think you win election? The Liberian people are far more smarter than that. The people want a change of their condition. The people want jobs for their children. The market women want to send their children to decent schools. They want to go to the hospital and know that they can have cure for their illnesses. They want to know that they can have how you call it for the cancer patients, dialysis. They want to know that they have good diagnostics equipment. The farmers want to know that they can grow their crop and they can earn wealth from the soil. That's why they are turning to Alice Cummings. Because they want change. They want change. Sekou, if you look at the candidates in the race, most of the other candidates have been part of the problem. They have been part of the problem. The Liberian people are fed up. They are fed up. I just quoted our statistics to you in the last program I was here 2 days ago, that it is one of the first times that we have since 2005 that at this time in our election, you still have more than 35% of the electorate undecided who to vote for. It is strange. It is strange because the people don't want Weah. They are only looking now which candidate. This is where you come in. This is where we come in to reach out to those people. Because I tell you, all the people who are supposed to vote for Weah in this election, they've already made up their minds. And Weah is around 25%. Between now and elections day, the most Weah can add up to his percentage will be another 3 to 5%. We are going to maybe finish up with 30%, 32% of this election. All the people who are supposed to vote for Ambassador Boyka, they've already made up their mind. He's around 20%. You're not going to add any 2-3%. If you see 35% undecided votes, those are the people who want change, who are fed up with Mr. Weah suffering, but they don't want to go to the past. They don't trust the ticket of Mr. Boyka because they see again Prince Johnson and the MDR on that ticket, and they know that it's just going to be another case in futility because the international community not going to trust that ticket. Investors not going to have confidence when they see the vice president, the vice tenor bearer of that ticket, who is on the Senate Budget Appropriation Committee, that have been embroiled in every form of corruption in this country over the last 5 years. They're not going to have confidence in that ticket. So they already know. The question that they're asking, and this is why we are here, how is Alice Cummings going to be different from these people. That's why you have the large percentage of undecided voters. And this is why I don't want to waste time to go to our second point after the economy. And that is Alice Cummings' agriculture policy. Because about 70% of our rural population find themselves in the agro sector. What does Mr. Cummings want to do about agriculture? Mr. Cummings' policy is twofold. One, achieve self-sufficiency. That is food security. That's a big word. So our agriculture policy is about achieving food security for the Liberian people. Then second is to use agriculture.
By the way, not to cut you off, I want you to do this.
Yes.
Because everybody in Lebanon are listening.
Yes.
And majority of people are farmers. So this particular aspect is very, very important. I want you to somehow, you know,
break
it down to the level of most of our commoners so they can understand exactly what you're saying. Because the entire country is listening to you right now. We are on the radio and the whole world is watching.
So let me break it down.
Yeah.
Our first objective, policy objective in agriculture is food security. When we talk about food security, we are talking about the population and for Mantua outside them. What Mr. Cummings says is that he wants to invest in the farmers, in agriculture, so that the farmers can not only grow more food, because that's part of food security, but food security is not just about growing more food. He says so that they can have plenty of food in the country. But more than that, to make food affordable, so that you can be able to have the money to buy the food. It can be cheap. Not only that it can be cheap, but that it also plenty people can have access to it. And then he also said to grow the kind of food too that will make people healthy and strong. All of them put together that what we call food security. So he's going to help the farmers to provide seed, to provide extension workers, that is, people to help you to show you where to grow, what you can grow to what place, so that you can grow plenty of food so that we can be able to feed ourselves. So that even when the children go to school, we can bring back school feeding program. All they want, because plenty of food will be in the country. That food security there. And not just a rice. We talk about rice, cassava, everything that people can eat. Then he said the second part of the agriculture policy is now to focus on how, when we grow food, we can turn it into business so that we can be able to generate money. We call it agro-business.
Okay.
So he's saying, if you grow your pepper, he will be able to help so that you will not just see that you go in the sun, you pull seed that you grow pepper for nothing, just for you to eat it. It's not just for eating alone. You will eat some of the pepper, you will eat some of the cassava. The other one, because the cassava plenty, then he will be able to provide a means where you can sell your cassava and the market will be able to buy your cassava. Then you'll be able to make plenty of money in your pocket. You will use that money now to be able to send your children to school, to be able to send your children to vacation, to be able to do other things. Because if you look at it, what Alice Cummings saying, if you look at right across the border to Ivory Coast, the entire Ivory Coast, their entire community economy, the agriculture driving it. The rich people you see in Ivory Coast, the ones that get money, that people who are farmers, people who grow food, people who grow other farming things like cocoa and other things, they are able to sell it.
Cocoa and coffee, they're
able to sell it and they make plenty of money. And that other money they made now, they put it into other things, they build good houses and other things. So that's how he wants to do the agriculture business. He's saying that two things, and make sure the agriculture will feed everybody. You get food security in the country, but you'll also be able to make money from what you grow. and we'll be able to add value on it. We'll use the cocoa to be able to make powder for the people for the children to drink cocoa, or for other countries to come and buy the cocoa and make plenty of money.
So,
That's why we're going to do the agriculture policy.
So let me ask you again. Let's say the papier right now sitting there in Bapolu, and he want to know, okay, we want to engage in the farming thing. We want to do it. But are they too gonna be provided some help? They're gonna get some help too to make them able to make their farm, because we say they're gonna be something for the people, the market women there, and all the. What about the farmer then? They're gonna provide some money for them to be able to borrow and do their farming thing.
Oh yeah. Not only will Alexander Cummings government provide tools for the farmers to work with and provide yellow machine so that you can break your back to clear one thing to do, yes, to help farmers. But Alexander Cummings also say that the agricultural development bank that used to be there, we need to bring it back. The reason is the ordinary bank, the one they call the commercial bank, it's hard for them to give farmers loan, for them to give farmers money. A special bank got to do that. You know the reason why it's hard? Because agriculture investment takes time. For example, you go for money in a bank. You go, you say you want to grow rubber, or you want to grow cocoa. For that cocoa to grow, the best cocoa seed will be 18 months to 3 years. Yeah. The commercial bank got that type of patience to wait before you start paying their money back. Only a specialized bank, like the agriculture bank, because they know when they give the farmer money to grow their food, they already know when you're growing rubber, it's going to take maybe 5 years before they start to pay. They already know when they give you money to go grow cocoa, they know they're going to ask you to start paying back until after 2 years, because it will take at least 18 months now for the cocoa seed for you to grow, for you to start making money. So he said we need to bring that bank back, agriculture bank. So he will do that one to help the farmers. That's part of his agriculture. So, then he said, the thing, let me tell the other one. The good news for the farmer. He said the thing that LPRC, not LPRC, but LPMC used to do before. Before, what used to happen?
I'm listening.
What kind of thing else? That was the one called Steve and Melbourne girlfriend did not start disturbing me again.
So Alex Comey saying, you farmer, when you grow the banana or the cocoa, everything, what used to happen in the past? The government used to create the market for you. So you will not be suffering all over. What place I will sell my cocoa to make money? What place I will sell my banana to make money? No. That LPMC thing, they will come back. So the government itself will provide a market for you. We'll show you the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what LPMC was all about.
Yes. The government was there to work to create the market for the farmers, so that they take the goods from the farmers, show them, say, look, right now in the world, if you grow cocoa, you make plenty of money. You grow cashew, you make plenty of money. This is where we're selling. In this other country, they're looking for plenty of cocoa. So now the government will show that market and show the investors. So the farmers, all you have to do is just to grow your food. You need to worry where you sell it from, because the government will help to create that environment.
Mr. Wisner, though, Mr. Wisner.
Yeah.
Let's say now my old man who living in Vonjama, or maybe all the way to the border area there in Zozo.
Yeah.
They put you to farming already, but now you give them the opportunity, give them tools, give them yellow machine to farm plenty. But then there's no road to bring their goods there to the market. So what Comey is going to do about the road business?
That's his other policy, infrastructure. Okay. So Comey say my infrastructure
policy. I'm going to question my woman and care about my public.
I let a question there, now I can't put the book business one side now.
No, we're not talking
about all to understand it.
Yeah.
So the word he used now, the infrastructure,
yeah,
the road, the electricity, the current, the light, the water, the telephone business. All of them they put it together and say infrastructure, but they go one by one. When it comes to the road, Ellen Cummings say we need to open the country. We need to build a road. But we need to build a road for two reasons. The first reason, we need to, in fact, three reasons. The first reason we need to build a road so that it can help the economy, the farmers, for example. When we talk about the economy, but the farmer part of the economy. Agriculture will be able to help the private sector. So when you grow your food, because we're going to create a market, we just want for you to concentrate on growing the food. The government create a market. Now to create that market, the people must be able to farm the farm where you grow the food. And you yourself, the people will be able to take your cocoa or your banana from the farm to be able to carry to the market. To do that, they must have road. So he said, one of the reasons that we should do the road to be able to support the economy, especially the farmers, and then other economic activity. The second one, he said, we face the road also because Liberia is a farm country. We got plenty of beaches. When you go to the beach, a farm, you go our forest, we got plenty of animal inside. In fact, in the whole West Africa, they get more forest than Liberia. Liberia still get 40%, what is it, 40% of the remaining forest in our region. So that means we got plenty animals and other things that other people won't can see. Then we got mountains, we got lakes. So Alex Comey said, another thing, we got to face the road. So when we face the road, plenty of people will come here our country for vacation. When they come here our country for vacation, they will spend money. So when that money will leave here, because they gotta go to the restaurant. To go to the restaurant, they will eat. So the man Mary who got a restaurant shop, she will get plenty of customer there. They gotta go sleep, so they will be looking for a hotel. So the person who get a hotel, they will get customer, and they will be able to employ somebody to clean the hotel, somebody to be receptionist, that job that they created. So he said we gotta face the rule to open the country, so plenty of people can come, they can come, have vacation, good time.
So that one Mr. Kumi can call ecotourism.
Ecotourism, because he said ecotourism, it mean that your country gotta be fine. You get all the BB building. All it means is that you have to get certain infrastructure. What I'm talking about, the road, get some good road. And it gotta be well paved, but the road must be road that the people can always be around. It could be all around. When somebody won't go to Sapo National Park, the road carried in there. Then he said, we will have the current business, the electricity. We got to make the electricity, not the one that we have looking like Christmas light. Certain time it come, when you go low, it go. It come, it go. Business people, in fact, Alex Comey said one of the reasons why things hard in the country because of the electricity business.
Okay.
Liberia will still paying 35 cents per kilowatt hour, while the rest of West Africa, on the average, paying 16 to 18 cents. So now you see, if the man doing a business, the current, first of all, is expensive when you're there. Then it's not always there. So he got to run generator. So what you think he'll do now? To make profit, he will make his business hard. So Alex Comey say, we got to fix the current problem, the light problem, so that plenty of people will be able to get current. And then it will be reliable. Anytime they want the current, it will be there. And it will be plenty. When you do that one, businesses will come plenty, but the businesses, when they do the business, they will bring their prices down. Then you will have plenty of money, what they call disposable income, to send your children to school, and still Boku will remain in your pocket. So like other reason, he said he will focus on the current business, the LEC business. We will strengthen it. Plenty of people will get LEC. Plenty of people will get LEC, and plenty of people will be able to.
So that means under Mr. Komish, the light will not be going off on the airplane and landing.
That's why he said no. When I get there in power, I got to look into the LEC matter. We got to make sure, first of all, LEC, plenty of people get LEC.
But the LEC will not be like, oh, current go, oh, current
no. That's why he said We gotta face that problem, because if you face that problem, then you will not get business to come. For you get investor to come, the man can you want open factory. To
Yeah.
open factory, and that current he need,
They want on the
that
post service
electricity he
current.
need.
Yeah.
So if the maker get current, that means the maker to go buy generator. Now when that man buy generator, he late profit he's will be making, he's will be buying fuel to put in the generator. So they make it do B factory.
Mr.
So
Wisner, let me tell you, let me tell you something today.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something today.
Yeah.
I don't know incoming government what going to be opposition, but if I the one going to appoint people, I will make you the information minister. I'm just saying, me, it will say I'm commis and I got to make appointment. I'll make information minister because you know what?
Why?
You know how to communicate with people. Communication is key. Let me tell you something. All the people then in all these campaigns, they all get people there that can talk for them, but they don't know how to talk the way you can talk. They don't know, they don't understand the issue. Even the understanding, they don't know how to put it in simple English the way you can put it. So their conversation is not going to finish today. Let me just tell you something, our people. We're going to take a few calls, but the reason why I say the conversation is not going to finish today, I promise you now, until the election day, anything you want, come on, just let me know.
Okay.
Because I'm getting a lot of things from my people here. You know, my own, I do the show for the people of Liberia. Many people are impressed. They're telling me, Seku, please bring them here again. Please bring them here again. Let them explain things to all the way he's doing it right now, especially for the Oman then. So the Oman then that can't understand the BB boy where you can be speaking, bring them here plenty time. My people are opening the line abroad, not here. So maybe let's just for just 3 minutes. Let's take just 30 seconds, everybody, 30 seconds in Labrador there. When they finish, Mr. Wisner will come back. We'll do the last round, and then we'll call it a day. But I want to bring them in plenty of time. Let it make it simple for the people.
Yeah,
because I used to speak in a simple English now. You see,
may I get 1 or 2 questions for him? But
I already keep my whole way of talking right now.
So 077-8339-682. That's the number to call. 077-8339-682. Let me get to the line. Pick my first caller. Hello.
Yeah. Good evening,
Yeah. Good evening. Your name and from where you join us?
Oh, this is the general volunteer campaign manager in your own right.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to tell Mr. Wisner, thank you ever so much for all of the simple explanation. If he even come to my community, Mr. ANC, which is anything is number 4. What time you can be number 4? We're carrying it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the owner general, to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
Are we great? Oh, thank God, your name and from where you join us?
And I'm calling from the Senate bill. I'm taking the question, which is Senate currency. It delivered it to the letter. But
you're not hearing the person.
That is now put for political purpose. When you go there, they're not going to see Wisner. Wisner has been with us from there. When the United Party is on there, we either have the people.
But without you hear that guy, man, you just break it.
Too much. Now I want to get down to 13. We the member of the sorry for police.
All right. Thank you so much. So let me see today's caller. Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, we're good. Seku, you getting us?
Yeah, I was getting you, but that person just say how are you? The person speaking just say the guy gonna right here is coming.
Yeah, Seku getting you where?
Yeah, Seku, I want to talk to directly. I'm OBC Johnson. I'm a journalist. I'm a producer. Sometimes the discussion can be fun, but Seku, you can hear team song playing for the news, and you can still be. And you know, the news is the news. Thank you, Chief.
I didn't hear that one. What did I say?
No, they're talking about maybe the news team song playing, and Sometimes it can be that our internet in Sekou is from radio. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Peter Quinn is my name, and I'm from Maryland tonight.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd love to say thanks to Mr. Wisner for the explanation. What we love to say is that we are looking up to 2029 for Kumis Park, 123 is for Barkai.
All right, go now. 077-833-9682. That's the number to call. Call in now and be part of the show. Again, 077-833-9682. Talk to the campaign manager from Masurado and also the co-campaign chair for Team Kumis or the CPP. Hello? Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Nana Kiga from Oliver Junction.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, Mr. Wisner, thank you. You put it on worry. Mr. Kumis is the best president I'm towards them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And to this, maybe from the last quarter. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Your name and for where you us?
I'm calling from New Georgia community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my concern has to do with the program, and I want to tell the moderator, thank you very much. I did not hear him on security level.
Yeah, where myself I will come in.
Go in the country after Zakumi has been elected.
But we're not finished yet. That's why I say we'll continue the
Yeah, we're not
conversation.
finished. Myself, I have one question. Thank you so much.
We're not going to take everything today.
Yeah,
You know, you want to get, we don't have enough time.
Yeah, so to the last caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Chief. No time. Go ahead quickly, please.
Yeah, I
Okay. I thought our new caller. Yeah, go ahead quickly. No time.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going from Punapa.
Yeah, go ahead, King. All right. So, Sekou, you just listen to Liberians and just judge. Yeah.
I think the last two callers, I clearly understand them. They already given up. The fact that they are saying that Kumi is qualified to be president, but they're just looking for a particular time.
That's the thing.
That means they are saying that Kumi already won the election because they are saying that they agree now that Kumi's got the answer to everything, but they are begging now for let Kumi win. But it's not about Kumi though. You have to beg Liberian people, let them decide. But Liberian people, I don't think they want to wait till 2029. If you are now approving that Kumi is fit to be president, but you're begging for the men to wait till 2029 because you want Joseph Baka, my man, Joseph Baka was not born to be president. Yeah, if you're not where, you're not there. You got somebody good there. I mean, your stomach hurting. The medicine right in front of you. Then you say, no. Let the man die for it. When you wake up next time, you know, then it was something. Mr. Wisner, go ahead and respond to the callers.
Well, I think most of the callers were complimentary. I listened to the other caller who wanted me to talk a little bit about security. Like you said, this is just the first. We'll have more time to go into other areas. And look, Sekou, I think the callers are right. Mr. Cummins is the right person. He does have a vision for every area, and it is our role to help the Liberian people explain to them why Mr. Cummins wants to carry this country. And Sekou, I'm happy to be here anytime. As most of the callers I say, they would like to hear more often. Anytime you have the time, you.
That means you're doing good. But the only thing they're not doing is they like you here. You know, because you came, they like you here. But since you came today, we tell them you're supposed to put SKTV. Nobody should say.
Yeah, true. If they want me to come on,
they want you to come, but they're not supporting.
They're not pay for the TV too. But no,
they're not doing anything. But they just like you to come here and campaign for them, campaign for their party. You know, they will not support. They will not. But you know, when you came in, you know, normally when we come on the show, I always like to tell people, say support SKTV. I like to remind them. But I didn't do that today, and people do. They don't remind themselves. But you know, I have some friends, and some of the friends here,
They'll say, Oseko boy, you didn't talk about the cash app. You didn't say cash app. You know the people that will not contribute. Every time we come here, Mr. Wisner, let me inform you. The reason why we're getting some of the information, we have people almost everywhere now. We have people in every country. Now we have secured 15 SIM cards. We're going to get more cell phones. We're going to get more jackets. We're going to have reporter in all the precincts. And all of those SIM cards, we're going to put some data on all the SIM cards on a weekly basis. We know, you know exactly what that means. Covering the entire country, it means a lot. But people think they were joking. But trust me, it's like you helping us help you. I'm talking about the defense now. They're enjoying you right now. They're enjoying everything you're doing right now because they know it complements their effort. They've been fighting too. They see that people actually understand the message from Mr. Cummings and the CPP. Now you are doing just that. You are doing it so eloquently than many other people. But then you are doing it on SKTV and Truth FM. They're forgetting about that. We can say, okay, we finish with today, but we're not bringing you again after the election. They're not going to be happy about that, right? No, you for you, Pa. For you, Pa, I know you want to because you want to work for the people. You want to give them the information that they need.
I want to work for them. If
and we will do our best. Equally so, the people got to be supportive. There are people there. The reason why I can be saying this all the time, there are certain people they've been actually helpful. But it can't be one person all the time, Mr. Wisner. You do know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have over 1,000 people listening, maybe hundreds of thousands will listen on the radio. We have over 1,700 people listening on the live feed on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know how many people listening on YouTube and Instagram. There's a lot of people watching. But yet, few people are constantly the one that are contributing to SKTV. And sometimes it can get tiring.
That's true.
You know, everybody not going to be $10, $5, $1 here and there is a big deal. But even if have $20, somebody giving it every day. I mean, other people got things to do as well. You can't just be spending their money for everybody. Everybody just have to chip in one or 2 cents to complement each other. So that way, when we put that one together, it will help us at least buy one cell phone, buy one jacket, buy one they call it tripod. The thing what they put children can put it something on, to go around. So, Mr. Wisner, I want to say thank you to you. I want you to give your closing before we go. We have maybe 1 minute now to go. We got to run away.
More time already, so we go. Yeah.
In closing, I will say to the Liberian people that October, the election are coming up. It's very, very important for the country. It's very important. The thing we do in October will show whether the next 6 years we're happy with it.
They're trying to kick you out now, so it's okay.
Jamie, I know that part of the strategy.
That music, they need to turn that music over. Let me finish, man. Come on, man.
Okay. So, again, I was saying to the Liberian people that are listening to me, especially the ones there who undecided, who will make up their mind here, you got to make up your mind. Because if you vote, other people will vote for you. And when other people vote for you, they made a wrong decision. We will be inside again. The suffering will continue again for the next 5-6 years. Can you imagine?
All right, I can't let the radio go so you can conclude your comment because I don't want me to get in trouble.
Okay, but my comment is just to do that. Cycle will continue this. So I was just saying to the people that we have to make right decision and vote for Mr. Cummings. That the only man that can change the country. Number 4 on the ballot paper. Load there 1, 2, 3, 4. You go to 4. When you pass it, you say do so time yen.
Oh,
that 8. You go there.
Say Manigo. Say Manigo.
Say who help me or say Manigo.
Kill if you last our time.
Exactly. 4. And guess what? Guess what? Because Mr. Cummings is the next president. When you just look at the weather, you can see the Soya people, they can salute. They can do the forehead and then they salute. And the president, they can salute. That number 4.
Okay.
Mr. Cummings.
All right, Mr. Wisner, thank you so much. You did great. So we will see you again here. We will talk about it when to come. But believe me, we'll do exactly what the people want. We'll bring you more, as you know, depend on your availability. But yes, indeed, we'll bring you more.
Thank you very much.
Just well done, my man.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So, folks, once again, I started charging though. Yeah, so once again, we are about to go now. We will have maybe for another few minutes to react to the interview from Mr. Wisner. If you want to say anything, if you have something to say, if you have something to add, please go ahead and say it. Yeah, so okay, oh, Maoma sent $25. Right after when I say people should donate, they are the people that being donating to SKTV all the time. But you know, we can't overburden, you know, seeing people all the time. Let's get to the call here. Hello. No, now you the first caller. I have the first caller here. Now you, Prince. I think this is Ume. Yeah, no, this is Thompson. I think this is Ume Thompson from Austin, Texas. Ume, are you there? Hello. Okay. The Ume is now attentive right now. Let's go to Prince. Prince. Yeah, my man.
You talk just Wisner from that big boat there, big explanation, and you made him to break it down so much. Grandma in Barclayville can hear it and understand it.
Yeah, man.
And that's how the message should be presented.
I think the message is resonating. People, I'm getting some good feedbacks about him speaking, you know, breaking it down in the manner in which he did. I think people are really, really happy about that.
That's it.
Yeah.
Look, Sekou, right now, even me here sitting there praying, I praise in America here because I know the value of job. I know how job is important. I know how sometimes I never used to have work in the country here. I just need to be sitting at home doing nothing. I know how frustrating it is. But now I was sitting here, I work in America, but when I think about New Zealand comings, I can just see job can just be coming to my house. Jobs, any kind of job.
And that's what the people need in Liberia right now.
Yes. And look at the idea about agriculture.
Yeah.
It's a win-win thing.
Mm-hmm.
The government will give you the incentive to plan the thing. If you plan the thing, you bring it to the market, okay, you can't sell it, the government will buy it for you. When the government buy it for you, what the government doing? The government going to do the school feeding. Look at this. The children in the school can't even get decent food to eat. The government going to take the food and give it to the school, the children for feeding, to feed the children, so they can eat, they can think good, they can study good and learn good. Then they forget it. All up in prison and let's say no one when I come and go to prison. They can get me feeding there in prison. Let's say no one when I come to library, you come to America in prison, go to library, put in no prison too because of the crime you committed.
Don't distract us, man. Don't take our conversation to that.
Okay. So and then thank you for bringing me back to the issue because the thing here is about making the message simple in a way our people can get it.
And by the way, don't be celebrating any Liberian going to jail, please.
So if you commit a crime, you do the time.
Hey, my man. Anybody can be in trouble. Anybody can. I don't let still know what is put politics. I don't let you run your money in Liberian politics, but anybody can make mistake, my man.
If you speeding, they arrest you, they put you in jail. I would stand for you.
Yeah.
If you mistake, they put you in jail.
Yeah, but nobody should celebrate anybody going to jail, my man.
What thing?
Nobody should celebrate other people going to jail. Yeah.
Don't distract me from my
Hey, that one thing don't distract the conversation.
Yeah, okay, don't distract me from my topic. Let me go to my topic. Okay. Economically, when you think about the economy, you don't gonna think about the people in the store and selling. You think about my grandma and Musu in the market. Musu they tired selling Bilabo all their life now. They want to go from Bilabo now.
Let me take another caller, please. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Sorry, Mama, I be you.
It's okay. It's okay. You did. All right, let's go to the caller here. This caller 718 number, last 4 digits 7040. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you, Sekou. My name is Alexander Garpa. I call it from New York.
Alexander Garpa, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, I want to thank Mr. Wisner for clearly explaining Mr. Cummings' mission to Liberians. You know, this is very important because our people are confused. They are confused. They are lied to, and you know, but a lot of them need this kind of explanation because you know there are people going around saying a whole lot of nonsense stuff that is not true. So Mr. Wisner's voice will make a great impact. You know, because if there's nobody to explain it, then those who believe the lie will continue to believe the lie. That's why we need people like Wisner to be on the radio, other people in the community, and Liberians that are living in America and Europe and everywhere who know the potential of Mr. Cummings to keep on engaging their family members and friends for them to make this right decision because Liberia is at a crossroad. Joseph Boakai cannot deliver Liberia. He cannot. You know, people don't listen that America is saying that anybody who is associated with anybody who is on a sanction, like Prince was in there, they will not support that government. And America said that their government is corrupt. And anytime America says the government is corrupt, no international company will come and invest in our country. That means there will be no job created for the people. But
Thank you.
Understand that. They think that by loving somebody and giving them power, when they get some of the power, it's going to put on the table. That's very, strange. You know, the British are strange people, my brother. You know, we're just going to keep on talking, that's all. So thank you. I hope that they will change their mind. They will focus on the real thing, that Mr. Cummings is the man to really turn our country around and make it a better country that we all can be proud of when we travel around the world.
All right, my man. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. So I saw some of you calling from WhatsApp, from other line, but you know, when you call on the same line while somebody's talking, I can't cut them off. You know, imagine I do the same thing to you. So those that were calling, keep your calls coming. We will definitely take your calls. And yeah, so keep your calls coming. Keep your calls coming in. I will take a few more calls before we go home. Let me say a few things before we go. This is election time. This is election time. Our people, they need, let me take this caller right here. Hey, caller 7671. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Sekou. My name is Jackson. I'm calling from Minnesota.
Jackson from Minnesota. Welcome, Jackson.
Thank you, Sekou. Thank you so much for what you do, and I mean, thank the chairman for coming up and then making it as simple as possible for our people to understand. Sekou, this election is important. I mean, everybody needs to understand, especially people in the diaspora that support Mr. Cummings. They need to understand, and I know they do. Please try to call your people back home. Continuously call. Call your long-time friends that you don't even remember their phone number. Try to call them and make them to understand that, I mean, it's a revolution. We got to work. We got to work hard. We got to continue to work hard. Continue to work hard until we can get the message to our people. And the people getting the message resonating with our people. We know what's going on. We know that this election, Mr. Cummings is going to win it. We know that. But we have to work hard. We have to continue to work hard. And Sekou, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Thank you.
mean, you can do better than what you're doing. We will continue to support you, even though we don't want our name to be showing off there. But we'll continue to try. We'll continue to try to be supporting.
Thank you.
Try to support. Yeah.
No problem, man. We appreciate the support, brother. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you.
No problem. So yeah, one of the things, one of the fans says, Sekou, we need you on our team. I don't think you need me on your team because you can put me on your team. It will be a problem. Because some people then don't let people to tell them the truth. So when me on your team, I'm telling the truth, they will fire me. So let me bring this color on here. Because me, I don't let to be associated with failure. Anything I support, anything I be part of, I let victory. I let the win. I'm a winner. I don't like failure. So yes. Let's take this color right here. 980. Are you there?
Yeah, Sekou.
Hey.
Yeah, this is Linda calling from North Carolina.
Linda, you sound so relaxed. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm relaxed. I'm okay.
If you were sleeping, you wake up and say, "Let me go watch SKTV."
No, I've been watching. I'm a little bit tired, but I've been watching.
Okay, go ahead.
But I just wanted to say a few things. First, thank you for bringing George Wisner on. He's a very good guy. He knows how to break everything down.
He's very eloquent. Yeah.
Yeah, very much. I mean, when you talk about breaking things down, because this election, actually, this time, the time that we're in right now is not about, big book or big English, as like Roman can say. It's time to really break it down that the people will really, really understand. So I really like that he broke it down, and I know you're going to bring it back, like you said, frequently. And also, I like the campaign style that CPP is doing. The Jehovah's Witness style from door to door is different. Mm-hmm. And I really like that because, calling big crowd, having a big rally, people come and dance. Most time, those people that come and dance to big rally, they are already for you. They are already supporting you. So the people you want to get to is those that they don't know if they really want to come on your side, or even you want to talk to someone else that on the other side, you want to convince them to come on your side. So I really like the door-to-door campaign that they are doing right now instead of the big rally. Because I remember when they did there was one council, I don't know if it was Lima or so, when the CPP, one year they went there, Yuri, Boyka, everyone and they went there with big cars, they did all of those rally and stuff in there, and they ended up losing the election. And there was another guy that won, I don't know his name, but he won. It was a temporary seat. And I was there, wow. So all of this big show, it does not pay off. You have to get to the people.
It was in Cape Town.
Yeah. I remember that was there. Wow, all of these people went there, all the big people, but it did not pay off, which means that guy was doing something else, probably going to the people, talking to their heart, instead of big rallies and stuff like that. So I like what the CPP is actually doing. But I also wanted to suggest something to you when it comes to fundraising. It's just some suggestion. You can think about it for SKTV. I wanted to suggest, because I know normally you tell us to give and stuff like that, but I wanted to suggest if you can pick a day, right? Because say for example, you have 1,600 people watching you right now. So if you pick a day, 1 or 2 days in the week, I'm just giving an example, like Friday. You say, okay, Friday is giving day. Even if it's $5 or $10, 1,600 people just give $5.
Yeah.
That will amount to a good amount.
A good amount. True.
Yeah, that will help SKTV and help the guys back home. So I just wanted to suggest you can think about it with your team. Instead of doing it every day, you can announce that every Friday or Friday will be giving. That way people will be prepared. Because our people, sometimes when they hear something over and over, but when you pick a day and say, okay, every Friday is giving day, that way we get prepared that Friday we have to give SKTV. Even if it's just $5 or even $3, trust me, for 1,600 people, it's going to get to a good amount. So I just wanted to suggest that to you. Just
that is a very good suggestion. I will take that to the people and then we'll discuss it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I can't wait to be on SKTV, but thank you so
Whenever you're ready, come on now, anytime. You remember you and Steve talk about something, right?
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about it. My schedule just been busy and
Yeah,
stuff, but
whenever you're ready, let us know, okay?
Okay, Sheku.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
So yes, that is a very good suggestion. Yeah, so folks, let me say something. You know, people don't like to be told the truth. CDC people, they are worried. I just want to highlight this so you can hear it. CDC people are worried. And the reason is very simple. CDC does not have the number. All the fake thing you can see is different. All that thing really you can see, they can give money to people, and there are people, they have people they call coordinators for quarters and district, where they give them certain money to divide and charge all of them to bring certain amount of people to a rally. You see what's happening with Cummings right now? Just by walking in the street spontaneously, people jump behind him, thinking, showing their support, waving. You can see the excitement in the people, waving, giving face pump, and you can tell that people really gravitating towards this man. They don't like to hear that. But now they are saying it in Bomi County. That's why even on the radio talk show, all the radio talk show that I've listened to, for people to call and be brave to call their name and say, I'm supporting CDC, and not plenty. They are going through a lot. They're saying the rating on the wall all over the place. For Joel to be campaigning the way he's campaigning, for CDC members to be campaigning the way they're campaigning, they know that they don't have their number. All this noise you can hear, first round, one round, first round, one round, is the nonsense. It's the nonsense. They are scared. They don't have the number. CPP will surprise most of them. The only area now that CDC is doing good, and they want to win there by all means to replace the loss in Monserrato, is Lofa. Don't sleep on CDC in Lofa. By hook, by crook, they want to win Lofa. I got some information yesterday, and this information came from a CDC. That person talked to me during that by-election that they flogged the Unity Party. That person told me. That time we were listening to Spoon Talk, Costa, and other people were there. They were calling numbers for Unity Party, this and that. The person told me, I said, yeah. She don't worry about what. Don't listen to what they put and say over there. I said, what do you mean? He said, CPP now, CDC now, CDC already won that. I said, well, CDC now running. He said, no. The person said, Councillor Jala is our candidate, CDC candidate. So we are supporting Councillor Jala. And the person told me, say, CDC going to win that election. I said, how? He said, no matter how. And the person told me yesterday that CDC going to win Lofa County again. I'm saying, no. Don't say Sekou didn't tell me. CDC trying to win Lofa County by all means. That when they win Lofa County, Joseph bag will be broken. They are saying that anybody but Joseph Bagai. Anybody but Joseph Bagai. That's what they say. Anybody but the Unity Party. Anybody but the Unity Party. That's what they're saying. In Nimba, The fight in Nimba is real. The fight in Nimba is real. In as much as we are paying attention to Tianwan Gonglo, but CDC is not sleeping in Nimba County as well. They're even fighting to try to do everything to make sure that Prince Johnson will lose that election. That's what they're doing. CDC is fighting Prince Johnson in Lofa, in Nimba. They are fighting heavily. They try to fight in Grand Bassa too, but they are not seeing light there. The reason why we are focusing on Bomi, Defide, and Cape Mount because they saw that they are seeing the fact that CPP is winning in those areas. I'm just telling you the truth. The same, we're saying the same thing. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Joseph Bakare, Yake Kolba, Dillon, everybody went to Lofa. They were even jogging. They were walking around, doing everything. Every city, every town. Joseph Bakare went. People thought it was over. Guess what happened? When the real election came, Joseph Bakare and the Unity Party, they were flogged massively. This time around, CDC is saying they're going to win Lofa because they felt that Clarence Monuba going to take vote from Joseph Boakai. They will get what they will get. The CPP will take some vote. They said they will get more vote there because they believe the sons and daughters that are working in the CDC government that they will make sure they bring the vote. I don't know how realistic is their quest, but they say it's going to happen. I'm just letting you know. I will see you tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. All of you that contributed, we appreciate it. We say thank you so much. And the suggestion for us to do, I think I would choose Friday. Since Friday is a weekend, I think Friday will be good. But I will talk to other people, other team members. I will talk to Steve and other people for us to, every other day if you come here, if you're not going to be available on Sunday, if you contribute, fine. You're not contribute, fine. But we'll use Friday as suggested by my sister for us to use that as contribution day to SKTV, supporting day for SKTV, Friday. Because some people take pay on Friday. Some people take pay every other Friday. Some people take pay every Friday. So it depends. Whatever you can afford to give to SKTV, we appreciate it. But your support is needed, especially this election cycle is needed than ever before because we need a lot of equipment. Like I said, if you're in Liberia there, if you not got money, go buy tripods or jacket, or you got cell phone buy, you give it to Melbourne there, or can give you contact person or O'Neill Robert. Yeah. So it doesn't have to necessarily be money. Anything you get to give to SKTV in Liberia, give it to our folks there. We need help with those equipments. We want to make sure all our people are well equipped and be able to, do the work smoothly. I want to say thank you to all of you. Yeah. So Friday is good. Friday is good. I'm going to tell Steve and other people to agree with that Friday. So every Friday. Sienna Tuesday, every Friday that payday. Okay. So let's do Friday. Let's do Friday. I'm still on the show though. Yeah. So I will reach out to the other friends, to the other people on the team. Then we'll do that. I will reach out to Prince too. Prince in the business office. Who says something about Nima County? Somebody said I don't like Nima people. Let me see what I got say. Say cool. She said I don't like Nima people. Or not. Let me see what that person say for. Let me go. Hey man, Emmanuel, just my man, stop that, man. How will you say I don't let my own people? I'm from Nimba, man. I'm from Spain. I'm from the village part of Nimba. So how can you say I don't let Nimba people? You know, let me tell you something. The last time somebody called me, the person from Spain as well. The person called me and said, "Oh, one of my brother called me and say, oh, that brother you can see on SKTV, man from Nimba, oh, the guy called me. Guess what? This guy Ente was married to one of my uncle. The guy know the entire family. They're from the Mano tribe. You know all the family. Start calling somebody. Even some of my Ente sons that are here, the one that living in Oregon, and one that live in Liberia, they may know all of them. And the guy told me a lot of different stuff. So yeah, I'm from Nimba. Don't worry about it. I don't hate Nimba people, my brother. I don't just let certain people behave in certain way, because your behavior can have bad reflection on all of us. That's what I don't like. But I love everybody anyway, whether Nimba or Lufa or Bon. I grew up in Monsuado. I grew up in Monrovia. If anybody can clean Congo, I can clean to the be Maningo Congo. Because I grew up in the city. Most of my people they can speak Mano very, very well. Very, very well. They can speak it well. But I can understand some. But almost majority of my family people speak Mano just like a Mano person. But me, I grew up in the city, so I don't speak it well. So let this guy who saying, you see, my Pele friend come create trouble here. I tell her to come challenge me in Pele the other day, she run away. Yeah. Belly Williams. Yeah. Prince Bad, the Congo man. He from America. Prince the Congo man from America. He may feel forgot about all the darling labro. But first, I wanted to thank you to all of you. I really, really enjoyed this show today with Mr. Wisner on. Mr. Wisner did great. He's really good. It's very friendly, very easygoing, and very articulate. You know, yeah. Yeah, that you run away. Yeah, that girl, what there? Belai Williams. You don't want to run away. Because you know my belly was too much. For me and Meta Takina, we practice the pele in the corner there. I came back now and then you run away. Yeah, man. Papi, come and go now. Hello? Hello? Papi, how are you?
Segu, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm fine.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. You did very well. You did very well. Okay, I want to talk to my poor people.
To the crew people, go ahead.
People.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Bobo Thompson. My crew's name is Bobo.
Bobo Thompson, go ahead. Go ahead. Everybody listening to you now. Your talk, Papi. Your talk. Everybody listening to you.
Sójà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọjà ọlọ́dún sẹ́ńtọ̀ ibi ìgbàpá ajẹ́wà sẹ́ńtẹ̀ tẹ̀síra gbẹ̀gbà kéjì lábìrìà
Okay, Papi, thank you. Thank you. So, oh, you're not finished, eh? Okay.
Yeah, I want to speak late Google. Can you understand?
Oh.
Sound company. How do I use it?
Go ahead.
No, pas. Avant, mais non. No, Joseph Waka, Ilion. That's why I'm coming. I'm talking. Basket, give me a bro, como. So they got I know. No, not for people, or to one thing. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Now, go with that year. The papa say, "Bojo Baka can sleep." I'm joking. Papa say, "Joseph Baka can sleep." He say, "I'm not vote for him." He say, "Vote for Joseph Baka." He vote for Committee and why? Oh, needs Charlie Bronski. They papa that crook. Papa say, "Joseph Baka can sleep." Say, "I'm not vote for him." You vote for the man. The man will be sleeping. We can take all your money. They'll vote for Committee. Now, crew that hear you. You like it that way you say. You don't like it that way you say. I can't interpret it my own way. Yeah, that grow. Yeah. So I hear it myself. Prince, that your Kishi Congo thing you started. Me, I've been tell you, I'm Maningo Congo because I was born in Spain, but I grew in Morovia. So all the people that I know, they can speak that. They can only speak English. All my friends that I know, they can speak that. Growing up, one of my friends, we used to go in Omen. The Omen, our Pelebo. And the guy that we joking from Bangladesh, we were all living in the same community. And they asked him, "Mama, where you from?" So they me? He said, "Yeah." He said, "Me, I'm from Pele County." The guy for him to say, we're all small, you know. When you say I'm from Bon County, the man was just county. By the time he said, "Oh man, where you from?" No, they me. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Me, I'm from Pele County." Yeah, but the two, some police they call him Pele boy. He used to call him, the man, we don't call him "Oh man." You know, folks, we gotta leave. Sometimes we just gotta laugh a little bit, but it was a great show. So if Prince saying that, telling me now that he see Congo, maybe from Gisi County. You know where's Gisi County? That one I give you, Papi. You that one before that inside, you say you from if you say from Gisi County, like Labana can know Gisi County, like the only Guinea guy Kisidu. So if from Gisi County, Prince, you know more Congo Pele, man. I mean from Guinea now. I'm sorry. I just like to make fun out of my man, Prince. He's my brother. You know. We can make fun of those travelers, people who are travelers, they like to have funny. You know. So sometimes I like to just play fun out of them. Because they're crazy. My woman said she left my office. Oma, thank you. Oma, you know now. So everybody here, I want to say thank you to all of you for your support, for your contribution, for being here for 2 hours, 30 minutes, listening to us. We love you so much. You want to see Prince Ladeo? Prince work in the business office of SKTV. But Prince to the troublemaker. He don't want to give me heart and money everybody. But we love him. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. What kind of song I play here? The Tiwa Steve didn't put no coming song here. So I'll play any song that I can see here. I won't go to YouTube to go find any song. Yeah. Let me play the song what Steve let to play a lot.